G'day viewers, let's talk about the llama in the living room. Oops, sorry, the elephant in the room. Wrong lifetime. Anyway, there's a feature that's not coming to Train Sim World 3, and I thought I'd start the conversation and let's get it out of the way. That is this magic little button down here. Save. Let me read you from the roadmap. Under the heading Save Game, Dispatcher Improvements. The team is still investigating both large-scale and smaller-scale improvements we can make to Save Game, the dispatcher and problematic routes we've identified issues on. Work is ongoing, and we've done a lot of testing to ensure that rogue red lights and AI traffic dispatching will not interrupt your experience within Train Sim World 3. There is work to be done, though, on providing a more long-term, robust solution. Save Game, whilst related, is a different challenge, one which requires a more drastic approach. In previous roadmaps, we've talked about the difficulties we have with Save Game, which we've had since the release of Train Sim World in 2017, with some players unable to continue services due to game continuing in the background, causing permanent red lights and spatting. Rather than provide an unreliable feature for a new game, we'll be temporarily turning off Save Game functionality within Train Sim World 3 whilst we investigate a way to ensure your experience isn't impacted by it. We will open it up on a route-by-route basis when we are confident it works as intended. So let's just dive into that a moment. Save Game is not available in Train Sim World 3. What does it actually mean? Well, it means that you can't pop out to the menu and save your game or wander off and come back later. But there are some other implications if you have a little bit of a think about it. Right now, every time you meet an objective, the game saves, and there's a terrible hitch when that happens. Every time you find a collectible, the game saves. Every time you finish a route, the game saves. So just let that sink in for a moment that checkpoints aren't going to be there anymore. So you won't be able to go back and load from the last checkpoint because meeting objectives is what sets those checkpoints and saves the game. Now, it's never really worked all that well, and it's right in the realms of Save Game, and that's never really worked all that well either. So, my opinion, good riddance to it, to be honest. But what it does mean is that when you want to sit down with one of these nice new German trains that takes an hour or so to run through, that is what you're committing to. You are committing to that hour or so. Similarly, on the Cajon Pass, there's going to be some long runs there. You're going to be committing to that hour or so. That's not necessarily such a bad thing. We can all plan our lives around things like that. I know it'll potentially upset some people. It's likely, I guess, to upset console players more than PC players, because PC players, you can always just suspend your PC and walk away and put it to sleep, and it'll come back and it'll be fine. You can't do that in consoles. But I thought I'd get it out there that that's what no save game actually means, just so we can start the conversation and get it going now, because I think it's an important one. I'll do some more videos on the rest of the roadmap this morning. But tell me what you think. Chuck it in the comments. Let's chat. Alrighty then. Thanks for watching. As always, see you later.